everyone. So let's continue our R Kantwa objective questions of plant breeding and genetics in plant breeding. Till question number 1 to over 56 we have done. So let's continue with this 257. Okay. So question number 157. Yes. So question number 157. The bulk population breeding in us is suitable for. It is suitable for. That is option C. The small grain crops. Question number 158. In sugarcane breeding, the initial selection after hybridization is done in the generation. It is done in the generation. That is option B. F1 generation. 159. In a synthetic variety of maize produced by combining 10 lines, the loss of the excess vigor in F2 generation will be, that is option D, 1 by 10th. Question number 160. The cluberium in the random mating population is disturbed by selection, mutation, breeding, and migration. And the genetic drift in which the situation, the population may regain its original composition. It is that is option B, mutation. Now consider the following genotypes: breeding lines, second land race, third variety under cultivation. What is the correct sequence of these in terms of the importance to the farmers? It is that is option B, 2, 3, 1. So first is the land race, then it's variety under cultivation, and then it is the breeding lines. Now question number 162. The smallest unit of the genetic material that cannot be divided but can be interchanged changeable among the units refers to the option C, recon. Question number 163. What is the possible reason for the ability of most of the tomato varieties in the market to be almost uniformly oval shaped and firm? It is that option B, reduction in the genetic diversity. Question number 164. It is in a cross, if we get 8 types of gametes, both male and female parents, from both male and female parents, the resultant selfing will produce a ratio of about, it will produce 27 is to 9 is to 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. That is question option C. Question number 165. The seedless and watermelon is a triploid. Question number 166. Which of the following rice variety has been developed through the induced mutagenesis? It is by the option D, Jagannath. Question number 167. In back cross breeding, repeated crossing with the recurrent parent is done to. It is done to option number D, that is completely recover the genotypes of the recurrent parent. Question number 168. In apomixis, the progeny closely resembles the female parent. And question number 169. The superiority of the F1 hybrid over the standard complete commercial variety is called as the economic heterosis. Question number 170. The inbred lines in maize are maintained by, it is maintained by option A, that is self-pollination. Question number 171. The NBPGI is located at, it is absolutely located at New Delhi. Question number 172. The component lines used in the development of the composite variety of maize are, that is D, open pollinated varieties. Question number 173. Mutation due to change in a gene is because of the, it is because of the, that is D, all of these, that is loss, degeneration, and addition. Question number 174. The chemical mutagens usually induce, that is B, gene mutation. Question number 175. This hybrid is, it is a hybrid formed by the cell division. Question number 176. The reversion occurs due to, that is mutation. The breeding method for the transfer of the monogenic disease resistance from species to the improved variety of the wheat is that is option third back across method. 178, the physical basis of the life is the protoplasm. Yes. Question number 179, botanically pineapple fruit is a Sorosis. The first hybrid in pulse, that is Arhar, in India developed whose genetic male sterility is no, it is B ICPH. That is the yes, one ICPH8. Question number 181. The first cotton hybrid variety in the world developed in India. India, the variety is yes, I see that is option A H4. Yes, this is the cotton F1 first hybrid. 182. Dr. C.R. Rao is a famous plant breeder working on, yes, he has been working on the sorghum, in which crop the first transgenic was developed. It was a developed, सबसे first transgenic it was developed in this tobacco. In 184, the flavored savor is associated with absolutely associated with the tomato. Okay. Question number 185. The capacity of a cell to develop into a complete plant. It is the totipotency. Question number 186. That is the bulbosum technique is used in a barley for the production of, that is option B, haploids. Question number 187. Wheat is naturally the segmental allopolyploids. Question number 188. The colchicine interferes with, it absolutely interferes with the formation of stem spindle fibers. Question number 189. The colchicine is a generally used form. It is used form, that is option A, chromosome doubling. 190. The sum total of the deleterious gene present in the species is known as, it is actually known as, yes, it is known as the genetic load. Chromosome number one, question number 191. The chromosomal theory of inheritance. Yes, it was given by the Sutton and Body. Question number 192. The multiple factor hypothesis is given by, was actually given by, that is option B, Nelson L. Question number 113, 193. Reverse transcription is also known as, it is actually known as the terminism. 194. RFLP is a molecular marker. Question number 195. Who is known as the father of the genetics? It is absolutely Mendel. Question number 196. Double helical structure of the DNA was shown by the Watson and Crick. Question number 197. The F2 ratio in a complementary action is, that is option B, 9:7. In 198, the test cross ratio in the complementary action is, yes, it is absolutely 1:3. Question 199. The F2 ratio in a polymeric gene action is, it is option C, 9:6:1. Question number 200. Translocation involves the homozygous chromosome. Question number 201. Chromosome other than the sex chromosome are called as an autosomes. Then question number 202. An exchange of genetic material between the homologous chromosome is known as the absolutely crossing over. Question number 203. The word mutation was first used by Eurydice. Coupling and repulsion hypothesis was given by, it was given by Watson. Question number 205. The theory of gametes was proposed by Darwin. Question number 206. The incompatibility is very common in the plant kingdom was reported by Lewis. That is option B. Question number 207. The improved seed distributed to the farmer for the commercial cultivation is, that is option D, certified one. Question number 208. The genome of the common cultivated wheat has been contributed by option D, that is the A chromosome. Question number 209. The recommended concentration of the EMS for the induced metagenesis is, that is option A, 0.03, I guess, to 1.15. Question number 10. When plasma frequency is 100%, the percentage of the crossing over is, it is, I think it's D, 25%. Question number 211. The tissue which nourishes the microspore is, yes, it is, that is the tapetum. Nourishes the microspore. I think it should be, yes, tapetum. Okay, question number 212. The analog of the fibromycin is, yes, it is, that is option A, thymine. Question number 213. How many the mitotic division will take place to produce 512 cells for the single parent cell? It will be, that is option D, 511. Question number 114. The cDNA libraries can be separated by isolating mRNA. Question number 215. The substitution haploids was reported by n minus 1 plus 1. How many phenotypes are possible in the ABC blood group? That is option B, 4. Question number 217. What is this? From the, no, but when the two heterozygotes for the albinism, what is the chance that the first would be the non-albino? That is question number 217. It is 3 by 4th. Question number 218. DNA can be denatured, yes, by bearing at a temperature of, that is the, that is option D, 94 degrees Celsius. Question number 200 and, sorry, 218 is this. 219. The following amongst the molecule markers and the codominant in nature is, that is option B, SSR and RFLP. Question number 220. The genomic imprinting occurs in, that is, it occurs in, yes, it occurs in, that is option D, all of these, plants, animals, and humans. Question number 221. If the DNA of a species has the mole fraction of G plus C is equals to 0.48, the mole fraction A will be, that is option B, 0.26. 222. Which of the following is not a protein? Yes, which is the following? That is the C, ribozyme. Yes, it is not a protein. Virus free clone from a virus infected plants can be obtained by absolutism stem culture. Question number 224. Self splicing introns are found in option B, rRNA genes. Question number 225. Oxosome, yes, occurs in, that is option D, mitochondria. In 216, the mitosis longest phase is, that is option C, prophase. Question number 227. The nullisomic condition is represented by, that is option C, 2n minus 2. 218. Who discovered the triangular of this brassica? That is option B, Negaheru. Yes. Question number 219. The combination of male and female features in a body of an individual is, that is that is known as the sex sex mosaic. Question number 213. The collection of the germ plasm from the foreign countries is called as an, yes, it is called as an, that is option C, the exotic collection. Question number 231. The best method for developing the disease resistance plant is, that is option C, the backcrossing. Question number 232. The growth of the tissue of the living plants on a suitable culture media is called as an plant tissue culture. Question number 233. Clonal selection is used in, it is actually used in, that is option B, the non-flowering species. Question number 234. Population which intermate freely are called as an, it is called as an, that is option D, all of these, that is random meeting population, Mendelian population, and then panmetetic population. Okay, so question number 235. Genetically most pure seed is that of the nucleus seed. Yes. Question number 236. Which of the following event is given in are the correct? That is option A. Duration of the prophase is larger than the anaphase. Question number 227. What is the most effective method for transfer of an oligogenic character in an otherwise agronomically superior genotype? That is option D, backcross. Question number 238. Maintenance and multiplication of a gene line used in a crop like pearl millet is done through, it is done through, that is option A, crossing the plants of A line with those of the B line. Question number 239. Cross pollination in maize is mainly on account of which of the following? That is option B, monoism. Question number 240. Gene for gene hypothesis regarding the disease resistance in the crop varieties have the features of, that is option C, both A and B. And what are those? Those are, that is, this hypothesis was proposed by the Rust and Linset by the flow. Yes, for each gene, for each resistance in the host plant, there is a corresponding gene for the virulence in the pathogen. Yes, both are correct. Question number 241. Which of the following statement given below are correct? That is, it is option C, both A and B. That is, additive genetic variants can utilize to develop the variety, and the dominance variants can be utilized for developing the hybrids. Question number 242. Which of the following is the simplest method for testing the gene combining ability of an inbreed lines? It is, that is option, that is option C, top cross. Question number 243. Consider the following landmark evolved in the crop variety developed. That is option B, 231. First will we have the semi-top varieties of the wheat, and then we have the hybrid cotton and development of the transgenic crop. Question number 224. Which system is used for the hybrid production in onion? That is C, cytoplasmic male sterility. Question number 245. Which of the following breeding method is based on the competitiveness of the genotype under the adverse environmental condition? That is option B, the bulk method. Question number 246. A, mm, a commercially cultivated plant species has the hybrid chromosome number, that is 2n is equals to 48. So what will a plant develop from the pollen culture of these species be? That is the option B, dihaploid. Question number 247. Which of the following mutagens is a non-ionizing? Absolutely, it's UV rays. Question number 242. Which of the following pairs is not correctly matched? It is, that is option D, pearl millet, proto and protanders. Question number 249. The factor responsible for the cytoplasmic male sterility in the plants are located in the, they are located in option D, mitochondrial DNA. Question number 250. Which of the following is not correctly matched? That is option number B, Triticum aestivum. 24. Yes, it is actually this 42, I guess. Question number 251. Which of the following is not correctly matched? It is that is option D, duplicate gene. 14 is to 2. No, it's wrong. Yes, it is that is 15 is to 1. Question number 252. The phenotype P is the function of the genotype and the environment, but when an individual genotype is subject to the multi-environmental testing, the genotypic expression is the result of the option D, G plus E plus divided by a bracket of G multiplication with the E. Match the following. Question 253. Bidding objective with the list to bidding method and select the correct answer using the code given below. Okay. So what it would be? It would be that is option D, 3, 4, 5, 2. So A goes with 3, that is addition of a single resistant gene into an adopted variety, that is the backcross. Okay. Then second one, combining useful traits of the two different varieties together, that is option 4. That is what is mutation doing over here? Okay, that is for recombinant breeding. Then question 3, that is creation of the new variability, it is mutation. Option D, no exploitation of the non-additive genetic variants, that is second one, that is the heterosis. Okay. Question number 254. The male gametic nuclei are the result of the mitotic division. And from which of the following, that is the genetic nucleus. Question number 255. When both the alleles of a gene are fully expressed in heterozygote, what is this phenomenon called? It is called as in codominance. Question number 256. Which of the following cell organelle causes the male sterility in mustard? That is mitochondrion only. Question number 257. Yes, this is the last one. The center of diversity refers to an area where the cultivated plant species and their wild relatives show, that is option C, both A and B, highest variation and then highest ecosystem. Okay, this is all from my part. Thank you to all of you.